Most gardeners wait until April thinking March is too early, too cold, too risky. But here's what the seed catalogs won't tell you: the gardeners quietly pulling in the heaviest harvests all summer long. They started in March. Not April. Not when it feels right. March. And today I'm showing you exactly what they planted and why skipping even one of these 14 crops could cost you weeks of fresh food on your table. Stay with me because number 9 is going to completely change how you think about your garden space. Welcome back to Earthly Gardening. To everyone returning, you already know we don't do things the expensive or complicated way here. And if you're new, grab a seat because this channel is built for real garden owners who want real food without emptying their pockets. I'm glad you're here today of all days. Before we get into this list, do me a quick favor. Hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications so you never miss a single tip from this channel. It's completely free and it genuinely helps this little garden community grow. Alright, let's get into it. Crop 1, Spinach. Let's kick things off with spinach, and I want you to think about this differently. Spinach is not just a salad leaf. It's basically free grocery money. The stuff you buy bagged at the store is marked up so aggressively it's almost insulting when you realize how effortlessly it grows. Spinach genuinely thrives in cold soil, and March gives it exactly what it wants. You don't need a greenhouse, you don't need fancy equipment, just a patch of ground that gets a few hours of sun and you're done. Direct sow it straight into the soil, barely cover the seeds, water it in and walk away. In about 6 weeks you're cutting leaves for dinner. The thing most people get wrong is planting it too late when it gets warm. Heat makes spinach bolt and turn bitter fast. March is its sweet spot. Crop 2, Peas. Peas are one of those crops that practically beg to go in the ground in March. They're frost tolerant, they climb, they produce heavily, and they taste completely different fresh off the vine compared to anything you'd buy frozen. Push pea seeds about 2 inches deep, give them something to climb, whether that's a bit of netting, some twigs, or a simple trellis you make yourself from garden canes. That's genuinely it. Peas fix nitrogen in the soil as they grow, which means they're actually improving your ground while feeding you at the same time. That's a 2-for-1 deal your wallet will appreciate. Crop 3, Kale. Kale has this reputation for being a trendy superfood, but long before it was on smoothie menus it was just a tough, reliable, cold-hardy crop that fed families through winter and early spring. Plant kale in March and it will give you leaves well into summer. It tolerates frost with ease, bounces back from cold snaps, and once it gets going it keeps producing as long as you keep harvesting the outer leaves. It's a cut-and-come-again crop, meaning one planting gives you multiple meals over many weeks. For a budget-friendly garden, that's exactly what you want. Crop 4, Broad Beans. Here's one that genuinely confuses people because they think beans mean warm weather. Broad beans are the exception. They are a cool season crop that can handle frost, and they absolutely love going into the ground in March. Broad beans grow tall, they're hardy, they fill you up, and a small patch can yield a surprisingly generous harvest. Sow them directly into the ground about 2 inches deep with about 8 inches between each seed. They'll reward you with pods packed full of beans that taste completely different when they're fresh. Nutty, sweet, and nothing like the tinned version. Crop 5, Lettuce. Lettuce in March is almost a cheat code. It germinates quickly, it doesn't ask for much, and if you scatter seeds every couple of weeks you'll have a continuous supply of fresh salad leaves through spring and into early summer. The trick is to sow little and often rather than planting a huge batch all at once that all matures at the same time. Sprinkle seeds thinly, barely cover them, keep the soil just moist, and you'll see seedlings within a week or two. If you get an unexpected cold night, a simple piece of horticultural fleece thrown over the bed will protect everything. Real quick, if this video is already giving you something useful, go ahead and hit that like button right now. It genuinely helps this channel reach more gardeners who could really use this information. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. We put out new videos every week and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Drop a comment below too. Tell me which crop on this list you're most excited to plant this March. I read every single one. Crop 6, radishes. This is the one that beginners always underestimate and experienced growers always include. Radishes grow so fast it almost feels like you're cheating. Some varieties go from seed to harvest in as little as 3 weeks. Plant them in March and you'll be pulling them from the ground before half of your other crops have even properly germinated. They're perfect for impatient gardeners and for building confidence early in the season. That quick turnaround also means you can sow small batches every 7 to 10 days for a steady harvest instead of one big glut. They're brilliant for filling gaps between slower growing plants like cabbages or tomatoes, making the most of every inch of soil while you wait. Children absolutely love watching something appear from the ground that quickly turns gardening into almost instant gratification. Sow them directly into loose, well-drained soil, keep the ground consistently moist, and don't overcrowd them. Give them space to swell, water regularly, and then simply get out of their way. Crop 7, onion sets. Onions from sets are one of the most rewarding things you can do in March. Sets are just small onion bulbs that are ready to push into the ground, narrow end up, and they take off almost immediately. There's no complicated seed starting, no waiting around for tiny seedlings to strengthen up, you simply plant them and let them grow. The reason they make this list is the sheer value they represent. A small bag of onion sets costs very little and can fill an entire bed with onions that will store for months once harvested in summer. They're also forgiving. As long as they get sun and reasonably well-drained soil, they rarely cause trouble and don't demand constant attention. Space them a few inches apart, keep weeds down so they're not competing for nutrients, and water during dry spells. You plant them once, they look after themselves mostly, and you'll be pulling fat onions out of the ground by July. That's a serious return on a very small investment. Crop 8, garlic. If you haven't started garlic yet, March is your last real window. Garlic prefers to go in over autumn and winter ideally, but a March planting can still give you a solid harvest before the summer heat arrives. The bulbs may be slightly smaller than autumn-planted ones, but the flavor is every bit as strong. Break a bulb apart into individual cloves and push each one into the soil pointed end up, about 2 inches deep and 6 inches apart. Choose the biggest, healthiest cloves for planting, they'll produce the best bulbs. Plant them in a sunny spot with well-drained soil, because garlic dislikes sitting in water. Water it in and then mostly leave it alone. Garlic is extraordinarily low maintenance. Keep weeds down, water during long dry spells, and resist the urge to overfeed. You'll see green shoots appear, and by late summer the lower leaves will start to yellow. That's your sign harvest time is close. Cure them somewhere dry and airy, and they'll store for months. Homegrown garlic is genuinely more flavorful than anything you'll buy, and one bulb planted gives you an entire new bulb to harvest. Crop 9, potatoes. Now this is the one I promised would change how you think about your space, and I mean it. Potatoes do not need a garden bed. They do not even need a garden. You can grow potatoes in an old compost bag, a dustbin, a bucket, a laundry basket, a wooden crate. Anything that holds soil and has some drainage will work. Start chitting your seed potatoes in late February so by March they're ready to go in. Fill your container a third of the way, place your chit potato on top, cover with compost, and as the plant grows keep adding more compost around the stems. When the plant flowers you're close to harvest. Tip the container out and find your potatoes hidden in the soil. It's genuinely one of the most satisfying things you can do in a small space. Crop 10, beetroot. Beetroot in March is underused and honestly underappreciated. People associate it only with the pickled stuff in jars, but fresh beetroot roasted whole in the oven is a completely different experience, sweet, earthy, and almost buttery in texture. It's one of those vegetables that surprises people when they taste it fresh from the garden. Beetroot seeds are actually little clusters, so one seed often produces a few plants that you'll need to thin out once they're a few inches tall. Don't see thinning as waste, the small seedlings you remove can be tossed straight into salads. Sow them directly into prepared soil about an inch deep and a few inches apart, in a sunny position with soil that isn't too rich. Overfeeding tends to give you lots of leaves and smaller roots. They'll grow steadily through spring, and you can start harvesting baby beets quite early on while leaving others to develop into full-sized roots. The leaves are edible too, young ones for salads, larger ones sautéed like spinach so nothing goes to waste. It's a generous, reliable crop that quietly earns its space in the garden. Crop 11, Swiss chard. This is one of the most beautiful and productive crops you can grow, and most people walk right past it at the garden center because they don't quite know what to do with it. Swiss chard looks dramatic with its bright red, yellow, or white stems and deep green leaves. It grows fast, tolerates cold, and you harvest it exactly like kale, taking the outer leaves and letting the plant keep producing. It works raw in salads when young, wilted like spinach, stir-fried, added to soups and pasta. It's one of those genuinely versatile plants that earns its space multiple times over. Crop 12, Spring onions. Spring onions are the perfect crop for small gardens, containers, windowsill boxes, or even pots on a balcony. They take up almost no room and grow quickly from seed. Sow them thickly in March, thin them slightly as they come up and start pulling them within 8 to 10 weeks. They're continuously useful in the kitchen, and you can stagger sowings every few weeks to keep a regular supply coming. For anyone gardening on a tight budget with limited space, spring onions are genuinely one of the smartest seeds you can buy. Crop 13, turnips. Now, turnips are not glamorous. Nobody's making a turnip aesthetic on social media. But if you are serious about growing food that keeps your grocery bill down, turnips belong in your March plan. They're cold hardy, fast to mature, and you can eat both the root and the young leaves, which are excellent cooked as greens. Sow them directly about half an inch deep and they'll germinate quickly. Small young turnips pulled early are sweet and mild, nothing like the strong flavor people associate with the vegetable. They're filling, nutritious, and outrageously easy to grow. Crop 14, First early carrots under fleece. This last one is the secret that separates patient growers from everyone else. You can absolutely sow carrots in March, but they need a little help. Cover the bed with a layer of horticultural fleece or a cloche straight after sowing to warm the soil and protect against late frosts. Carrots sown this early under cover will be ready weeks before a standard outdoor sowing. The soil needs to be raked to a fine tilth with no large stones or lumps. Sow thinly in shallow drills, cover, and leave the fleece on until the weather properly warms up. The reward is pulling your first fresh carrots of the year ahead of schedule and tasting something that no supermarket carrot will ever match. So there you have it. 14 crops that March is practically begging you to plant. From fast growers like radishes and lettuce to the long game players like onions and garlic, every single one of these can be done on a small budget with basic tools and a bit of outdoor space. The gardeners who get the best results aren't doing anything complicated. They're just starting earlier and staying consistent. March is your green light. Don't sit on it. If this video helped you, share it with someone who's about to start their garden this year because they need this list. Like the video, leave a comment telling me which one you're planting first, and subscribe if you haven't already so you catch every video we put out. I'll see you in the next one. Happy growing!